Hello students of class 6. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School, and today I am going to discuss about the rock and minerals of physical science, and this is the part 3 video. Okay. So you all know about the metals, right? The metals are the solid things that are also hard, and they some of time they have the luscious and also they're shiny. So how can we get these metals? Okay, in the art crust the metals are mixed with it. Like in the art cards are made up of many of the metals, and there's things like the aluminum percentage on the art crust is like of 8.1%. Also the iron 5%. Also the calcium 3.6%. Magnesium 2.1%, and many more metals and non-metals are present on it. But the important thing is that the metals somewhere we find it like the compounds, somewhere we can find it as the elements. Okay, you have the idea about the elements compounds. Still, somewhere we can find it as an element, somewhere is a compound, and somewhere as minerals. Okay, so it shows that the metals react in open air to make new compounds. It is concluded that the metals like iron and copper are found as compounds, and it is not present in the pure state. It can be only found in compound, and we have to extract them from this compound. Okay, and also like this aluminiums and zinc also. Iron, aluminium, zinc also found as the compound. Aluminium, iron, zinc found as the compound. Next, as an element, like the gold, we can find it as the element. Like gold, however, does not react with any exposed air or water. That is why the minerals and the elements, or that we can say also these rocks, which are not attracted with this air and which are not going to any of the reaction with the air, we can find it as its pure form, in the element form, like gold. Okay, and some of the minerals are also present which are actually mixed with the soil and the earth crust. Since the metals do not occur freely in nature, they are found in compounds mixed with sand and soil, and which occur in the minerals. Okay, there are many things present like sodium. Okay, so now when we want to get the metal out, we have to get the pure metal. We have to follow some extraction procedures. So what is the metal extraction? We can define the metal extraction by this: the process of separating metals from the minerals is known as metal extraction. So metals are extracted for the use of it, and the type of the mineral from which the metal can be extracted easily and economically is known as the ore. So what is the ore? The type of the mineral from which the metal can be extracted extracted easily and economically called ore. Okay. So why it is needed? Because in many cases we can find out that the minerals and the metals are mixed with this kind of minerals and form that kind of the elements, form that kind of the compounds which are very hard, and from that we can't be able to find out to take out the metal very easily, and it is not also economically. So for the economic purpose we have to keep in mind that from these particles, from which particle we can get out that metal easily and economically, this will be called ore. Okay, so some examples are hematite. You can see that a ferric oxide, iron and oxygen mixture, and the mineral ore is iron. Okay, bauxite, which is the aluminium and oxide, and the mineral ore of aluminium, and copper is extracted from this ore. Okay, this kind of the examples you can find out. So now let me show you what are the extraction procedure of the metals. So I am rubbing this part. Okay. So what is the extraction procedure? So first we have to find out the proper ore from which the metal can be extracted easily. Then crushing and grinding of this ore have to be done, obviously by the machines. Then the concentration. Okay. The next is roasting and calcination, you can say. It is a procedure of preparing the proper ore, or from the proper ore to prepare the concentrated form of the metals. Okay. Next, the reduction. It is done by the chemicals. Okay. Next, the refining of to produce the base mineral. Okay, to find out the base mineral. And finally we can find the pure metal. So it is the procedure by which we can do that. Okay. So next, if the metal has more than one on mineral form, then it is not necessary to take all them from this ores. For every metals deposit, there is a set of the conditions such as the double the concentration of the metals or the size deposits that, and the deposits may be worked at the profit, like which is the profitable. In this manner we will follow. Mineral deposit is sufficiently rich in work as a profit, like from which compound we can find out the pure metals in the best amount. We should select that ore. It will be called the deposit and otherwise not. So all ore deposits and mineral deposits, but the reserve is not true. Okay. Metals, after they are extracted from ores, look different from their ores. Okay. Sometimes ores are different colors, and when we find out the pure metals, they are of different colors. This is because of the chemical change take place in the process of metal extractions. So with the extraction process, in this reduction, roasting and many of the calcination, in this process many of the chemical reactions we should undergo. So that is why the colors and the structures of the metals can be different from the ore. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss about the alloys. Till then, thank you.